Okay. I'm took out the bristles out of this acid brush, and a couple bristles fell on my workspace. I'm cleaning it off. Now I have to just measure it up and take a cut it with wire cutters. I suppose there's a better way of cutting it, but maybe like with a Dremel tool. But I like to use the Dremel tool least amount as possible. Oh, there's the other arm. With the other arm, I just broke it in half. I guess I could have used a heated tool and just cut right through it. I mean, to make a clean cut, but it's not finished, so it's not that bad. No big deal. Just wanted to get inside there as quickly as possible. Oh yeah, and that piece came out all easily. I just have to pull that piece out of the other end. Yeah, it's pretty loose, a lot loose. Just showing how loose it is. Yeah, so when I was like later on in the videos, I don't think in this video. Oh yeah, that's way loose. And it would just get looser and looser. Not fun to work with. That's a lot more. It's resisting a lot more. Like it looks like it's wiggly, but it's not nearly as wiggly as that. It's not fun to work with either. While I was sculpting, it felt like it was gonna break. It felt uncomfortable. It felt it felt weak. Just not very good sculpting experience. Working with something that's loose and weak armature. I spent a lot of time making armatures. I made a whole bunch of armatures, full body armatures mostly, and over the years uh, I've come to familiarize myself with how the strength of an armature, how important that is while working. Oh yeah, this is the paper that I'm working on. It's a parchment paper. I decided to use parchment paper because I know that it's used for baking. It can withstand temperatures up to 420 something degrees, and I guess it works okay with heat. But Um, uh, if it get in contact with flame, it might ignite. I'm not sure. I haven't tested that out, but the reason I wanted to work with it is because I noticed that wax is really sticky. There were times where I needed to use my X-Acto blade to shave off pieces to smooth the surface. And once I got onto the glass or whatever surface I was working on, I tried to wipe it off with my hands, my fingers, and it would just get all sticky. And but I know that it, on the that that on the package that the parchment paper comes in, it specifically says non-stick, and it works. Like nothing oh sticks to it. It's amazing. So I plan on doing other experiments with the parchment paper to see what I can come up with. Other techniques. I plan on making flat sheets of wax and see if I can do that with the parchment paper, and I'll probably demonstrate that later on in a separate video. Anyway, but also if you have like a bunch of shavings of wax on your parchment paper, you can kind of fold it in half, loosely fold it, and then just funnel it into a Ziploc bag. I've been using that with a different type of wax called Freeman Flakes, and it works well. So I when I previously recorded the video for this, I was explaining stuff, but I just did that so that I can give myself enough time to explain things while I'm actually doing the recording. I don't have any set. I don't have a script that I work on. Yeah, that involves more time, and it already takes me enough time to to film and upload and work on these sculptures. Um, I don't have any pop-ups of texts that I can. I don't add any special like effects or credits or whatever to my videos because I just don't. I don't have like. I don't feel like spending that extra amount of time. Okay, so I'm using my little handheld torch. It's on. The white of the paper and the brightness of my lamp, it's kind of hard to see the flame, but it's there if you can't see it. And it makes it kind of hard for me to see. When I was recording, it's brighter in like right in person than it is in what I have in the recording. So I really couldn't see. So I wanted to heat that up as good as I can. The heat travels all the way through the metal, and it's supposed to. And then it should be good enough for me to like melt the clay a little, the wax a little bit. There, it's pulling out. It took a little strength to get that sucker out there. So make sure that it's the metal is cooled down before you handle it. So now I'm prepping it um, for the aluminum.